Hey guys, and welcome to Pixel Cherry Ninja's channel. So I started a series on the channel just a few days ago. It was called Coin Up Collections, and what we did in that, we looked at particular niches within gaming. In the last video, we had a look at games that rob you. So thieving games out there, games that featured thieves or games where you got robbed. And we kind of chose 5 games. And it was quite a long video. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to break this up. Instead of looking at 5 games, we're going to look at games individually. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to look at arcade games with an army theme. So this video here is called Coin Up the Army Collections. And the reason I'm doing this is, if you remember the previous videos, there was a guy in the arcade, I couldn't remember his name, then his name came to me. It was a guy called Steven. It was an older guy, he was a weird guy. We had weird people in the arcade, and this guy used to hang around in the arcade and he used to pretend that he was special forces. We believed him when we were kids, but it turned out that he was in the Boy Scouts and he got kicked out. Anyway, that's in another video. Let's talk about this video. And the game that we're talking about here is a game called Guerilla War. Now, we don't have an FPGA call for this for devices like the MiSTer and the Analog Pocket, but if I ever do a top 10 most wanted list, this will surely be on there. I used to play this in the arcade, we used to play this in the arcade, but there's a reason at one time we stopped playing this in the arcade, and I'll go more into that and you'll understand why by the time you get to the end of this video. So guys, if you're not subscribed to the channel, then a subscription and a like is super duper appreciated. If you want to support the channel further, I do have a Patreon set up. So Guerilla War, it's a classic arcade game with a heavy army and a jungle battle theme. It feels like a direct continuation or a sequel to Akari Warriors. Think Akari Warriors, if Akari Warriors was 8-bit, this one here is like 16-bit. It's Akari Warriors and steroids. I absolutely love this game. The rotary arcade stick just made the playing experience absolutely magical. It was great. Those rotary arcade sticks, absolutely brilliant. Players in this game dodge any enemy fire and rescue hostages. Pure action movie vibes. Now, you could shoot the hostages. In fact, the enemies could shoot the hostages. So it added like another layer of danger there. You could also get into weapons, not weapons, you could also get into vehicles like tanks. You could get various weapons. The bazooka was my favorite. It just felt really, really good. Now, playing this game recently on emulation, you need to turn scan lines on, because I really feel like this game, there's some games that really do look better on CRTs. In fact, most retro games do, but there's some that don't look as good on an LCD. This really needs to be played and enjoyed on a CRT. So what we're going to talk about now is Steve. Steve, the guy that done weird stuff in the arcade. So Steve, a regular in the arcade, had a reputation for telling exaggerated special ops stories, right? We know he wasn't special ops, but hey, we were kids and we enjoyed the stories. So he claimed he could sneak past guards in Guerilla War so stealthily that they thought he was a ghost. One day at the arcade, Steven took his role-playing to a crazy and hilarious new level, guys. While playing Guerilla War, he actually pretended he was on a real mission. And to be honest, he pretty much did that with any game that he played. And his favorite were like army games. He wasn't the best at them, but he used to play them and take them really seriously. Like he got orders from above to come down to this particular arcade and play this stuff. So he declared the arcade stick was actually a bomb. Guys, the arcade stick, he said, was a bomb and it needed defusing. We're thinking, what the heck is he talking about? This is role-playing taken to the next level, guys. So Steven dramatically placed the arcade stick in his mouth. Guys, in his mouth. Yes, in his mouth. Claiming it was part of the disarming device for the bomb, because it was a rotatory stick and he would have to rotate it with his mouth in order to defuse the bomb. Guys, with his exaggerated facial expressions, he slowly rotated the stick with his mouth like he was saving the world. And I'm like, Steve, and the guy's saying, Steve, what are you doing? And this is what he sounded like. It literally, that translated to, I'm saving the world, there's a bomb inside. Guys, everybody nearby watched in disbelief and probably secondhand embarrassment as well. I was embarrassed just watching this, guys. Watching this guy, guys, I was embarrassed. It was crazy to see a grown man hanging out with kids, probably in his late 20s, maybe early 30s, sucking on an arcade stick, moving his head up and down. What the heck is that about, man? His over-the-top seriousness made the scene even funnier. He really thought he was the star in an action movie. I mean, this is just nuts, guys. This is like the late 80s, early 90s. Crazy times, guys. Steve's arcade antics became legendary. Equally cringy. I mean, it was really cringy. So, moral of the story, when someone starts telling special ops stories, they might be pulling your leg, right? So, they might be pulling a full Steve. And that's what we used to call. When someone told a lie, especially about army stuff, it was them pulling a Steven. But after that, guys, no one regular at least touched the game Guerilla War, because every time you went near the stick, you just couldn't help seeing Steve deep throating that arcade stick, rotating it, saying that some like new people would come to the arcade and they would touch it and play it, and we didn't really have hand sanitizer then. So yeah, that was my end of Guerilla War. I would love to see an FPGA implementation of this, because even now when I'm playing it on emulation, I know Steve's not sucked on that controller, but you know, an FPGA core would be amazing. And yeah, I definitely know my FPGA gaming controllers haven't been sucked. But that's it for this video, guys. I've got more army stories coming. There's actually 5 there, but it would have been a really long video, so I'm going to break it up into shorter bites. So really do hope you are enjoying this series called the Coin Op Collections. The next few videos are going to be army themed, and after that we'll look at different themes. Anyway, be absolutely awesome to one another. If you're not subscribed to the channel, then a subscription and a like is super duper appreciated. Be awesome. This is Pixel Cherry Ninja out.